Hi everyone, glad to be with you again. I hope you enjoyed the last episode so you can enjoy this too. I'm Uriel Quesada from CCH Sur, and this video is about the basic functions of linear regression with one variable and the octave tutorial. The learning algorithm of linear regression goes with the regression problem, and in this we introduce the first formula. Hypothesis x is equals to theta 0 plus theta 1 x. This we will use it to calculate the next functions that will be two, cost function and gradient descent. The cost function is figure out how to fit the best possible line to our data, and to apply the function we will use the formula but always be with a graphic. To understand better the function of the formula, we will use the easiest example of choosing the parameters theta and resolving the formula. To choose which is theta 0 and theta 1, we took the hypothesis of a graphic that put a line between the number of theta 0 and theta 1. For example, if theta 0 is equals to 1.5 and theta 1 is 0, then the hypothesis function will look like this. Because your hypothesis function will be hx equals 1.5 plus 0 times x, which is this constant value function. So the result of the formula is 1.5. It's very simple, as you can see. With this, you can do the cost function intuition, where we introduce an algorithm a little bit harder. This is also with a graphic. I'll show you an example of the algorithm. It isn't very difficult at all. All you have to do is to follow the symbols of the formula. The formula of the cost function is long, but not difficult. All that you need are the thetas, the parameters of hypothesis, and that's all. Now, the gradient descent is only for minimizing the cost function j. That is almost the same thing that the hypothesis, but instead of two thetas there are a lot more. So it is almost the same of the cost function. But we only change the algorithm because the thetas to choose them are the same steps of the cost function, but this is also with graphic. In here I don't show you an example because it's almost the same with the cost functions. All that change are the data, so it won't be necessary to explain more. The octave tutorial are just simple operations. I don't show you much of this because it is easy, but I'll show you some codes to start the machine learning and see how those all work. Don't forget that the octave tutorial is a programming language. So, the first example is 5 plus 6, that gives you the answer of 11, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, 5 multiplied to 8 equal to 40, 1 over 2, 2 to the power of 6, and this is how this works. All that you have to do are simple operations, basic operations. But also you can do the logical operations. For example, 1 equals to 2, that is false, so it is represented to 0. 1 equals not equals to 2, that is true, so it is represented by a 1. And this is how it works basically. In this octave tutorial, we use the algorithms and formulas that we used before. As you can see, it isn't very difficult, so you can have an idea with this and make the first machine learning things. The important things here in the episode were the algorithms and the functions. Well, this is all for now. I hope you tune into our next episode about the future.